Hello, students. Good evening to all of you all. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the online session. Can you all hear me clearly and see the screen clearly?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, super. So let's start the discussion. Yeah, many students they said they are having a term test tomorrow. So no issues. I'll be providing the recording. So if you all are having any other exams other than science, if you all are having any other exams, you all can study for that exam, and you can watch the recording. No issues with that. You all can leave. The others who have completed the second term exam, or else if your exams are by the mid of this month, then you all can continue. Yes, let's go into the discussion. Actually, this is like a training for your MCQs. Okay, we have been doing past papers and we have been discussing the MCQs one by one slowly. Today we will be doing it a little bit faster, because time management and all those things are important. So we are targeting 40. We'll do as much as possible and see. Ah, yeah, some got the marks also, no? Okay, good. Yes, these are the answers. One by one, I'll be showing the answers. Don't worry. You all can mark. But I hope you all have done the paper. I have sent this week's paper and next week's paper. I think in the next week's paper, second paper, about 7 or 8 questions are missing. I'll put that into one slide and send it to you all next week. But you all can do the remaining questions. Okay, good. Let's start. First one, a harmful effect of mitosis. We know there are two types of cell division. One is mitosis, other one is meiosis. Meiosis is helpful in gamete production, only for gamete production, nothing else. So gamete production is used in sexual reproduction. So what are the gametes? If it's an animal male, there will be sperms. If it's an animal female, there will be the ova or the ovum. If it's a plant male, they will have the pollen. If it is the plant female, they will have the ovule. So joining of the pollen and the ovule, we know fertilization, sexual reproduction in plants. Joining of the sperm and ova is known as the sexual reproduction of animals. That happens in the fallopian tube if it is internal fertilization. Yeah. Now mitosis has many uses. Normal body growth, general body growth, uh, wound repair, cell regeneration. Those are the good things. Cell repair, cell growth, wound healing. All those are good effects of mitosis. But if cancer cells are there and if mitosis is happening in the cancer cells, the number of cancer cells will be increasing day by day. So that will cause a problem. So cancer is actually an abnormal cell growing very faster than our normal cells. So that's why they say the cancer is growing. We know, no? First stage, second stage, third stage, critical stage. So therefore, cancer cells are growing by mitosis method. So this is the harmful, one and only harmful effects of mitosis. So you might say, sir, these are directly not mentioned in the syllabus. These are common things, no? You all know the good things about mitosis. It's helping in growth. So thereby it can even help in the growth of unwanted cells like cancer cells. So fourth one is the answer. Hope you all have marked it. Yeah, better to take a screenshot of this. Then it will be easy. Screenshot of this answer sheet. Okay, no? Yeah, the one student has commented, my grandma also passed away from cancer. She got only 1 month to spread it. Yeah, quickly. For some people, like normal growth happens very slowly, but cancer growth, it happens very fast. These are like cancer cells. They keep on dividing by mitosis and start growing. Yes, let's go to the second one. Genetic material found in virus is, if you look at a virus, it is either made out of two things. A DNA, a normal virus is made out of two things. The outer coating, that is known as capsid, that capsid is made out of protein. Okay, capsid, it is made out of protein. Then inner part, it might have a RNA, piece of RNA or DNA, a piece of RNA or a piece of DNA. Both can't be there. But animals and plant cells, both are there, no? DNA is there for storing the genetic material. RNA is helping in protein synthesis. But in virus, either it's a RNA or a DNA. So the most suitable, DNA answer is correct. RNA answer is correct. But the most suitable one is DNA or RNA. And a common question is, if you look at coronavirus, COVID-19 disease is spread by coronavirus. During corona period, they were always showing in the news, no? Coronavirus is having a RNA type of genetic material. They used to show the picture. I hope you all are clear about it. Yes. The group of organism which possess cell wall made out of chitin. Some students they don't call it chitin, they call it chitin. Okay, they feel like it's a funny name, chitin. Okay. Absence of when they say cell wall made out of chitin, obviously you all know it is fungus, because fungus cell wall, fungal has a cell wall. Plant have cell wall, animals do not have cell wall, but fungus has a cell wall. Fungus cell wall is made out of chitin. Yes, what is the plant cell wall made out of? Plant cell wall is made out of? Yes, in the chat box the answers are there. Cellulose. Okay, so if you all don't know these extra things, you all can write it down. Okay, this session is going to be fast, not like our normal session. I'll be telling some important data in the middle quickly, so you all can take it down. And locomotory organs, absence of locomotory organ, fungus can't move, shows heterotrophic nutritional pattern. What type of nutrition is shown? Heterotrophic and saprotrophic or saprophytic. They live on dead and decaying organisms. So the answer is fungi. Okay, I'll ask you another question. If possible, you all can answer. You all have discussed this in the previous theory classes. Now, this chitin is there, no? In another animal category, this chitin is there. Which animal category contains external chitin, external layer of chitin? Unmute, you all can unmute and say the answer if you want. Yeah, no. Chat box, I got two answers, both are wrong. External covering made out of chitin, we call it exoskeleton. Still, I didn't get the correct answer. Yes, Ibrahim, correct answer. Zina, correct answer. Yes, the arthropoda. Can you all remember arthropoda? Jointed limb organisms. The cockroach, the spider, scorpion, everything falls under that, no? And best thing to remember, this chitinous exoskeleton present in arthropoda, because when you eat prawns, you have an external shell, no? Like a laminated sheet, it has an external shell. That laminated sheet or the external cell is made out of chitin. Like that, fungal cell wall also contains chitin. Okay. Arthropoda also contains exoskeleton made out of chitin. So those are the two places related to chitin in our O-level syllabus. Is chitin harmful? No, no. That is good for the organisms. For us, sometimes if you eat the shell of this prawns, sometimes it might get pricked or things like that. Other than that, there is no poison in that. Okay, shall we move on to the fourth question? The tissue in the diagram is the tissue in the diagram. Here you can see branch tissues, okay, and having nucleus. Branch tissues having nucleus and this striated appearance. The actin and myosin protein. We know that muscles contain actin and myosin. This actin and myosin will arrange themselves in a straight line so that in certain cells you can see this striated appearance, like striped, dark, then light, then dark, again light, dark, light, like that. You can see lines. It is present only in two things, in cardiac muscles and in skeletal muscles. So skeletal muscles are not branched. Here they have given you a clear branched one. So cardiac muscle tissue is the answer. So we know that the muscle tissue has three types: cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle, and smooth muscles. Out of that, cardiac and skeletal are striated. So fourth one, answer number two. The ones who missed the first few questions, here I'm not going to show it again and again. You all can watch the recording because here time matters. We are fighting with time. So here they have given the picture of a cardiac muscle. And can you tell me something very, very special about cardiac muscle? That that part is only present in cardiac muscle, not in any other type of muscles. What is that part? Yeah, never
Not
fatigue.
getting
Yeah,
fatigue.
that is a good feature. Another part. Someone said the answer. Can you repeat it again, Pada?
Not getting fatigue.
Yeah, not getting fatigue is a function of this one. A physical part which is present. Yes, I think Ibrahim gave the correct answer. Intercalated discs. Okay. Intercalated discs are a special feature of cardiac muscle. Hope you all can remember. That was the first lesson of your grade 11. Hari, anyways, answer is answer number two, cardiac muscles. Let's go to fifth one. Which characteristics of sound is used to differentiate a female voice and a male voice? The ones who go to online classes, you can very well identify this. Normally, okay, don't girls or females don't get angry with me. Normally, girls' voice is a squeaky voice, no? You can't listen to it for more than some people, we can't even listen to it for more than half an hour. That is because they have a high pitch. Now here, if they ask you how to differentiate voices, quality of sound, because every individual have their own quality of sound. But here they are asking about male and female. So normally, a female voice has a high pitch. Male voice, female voice has a high pitch. Male voice has a low pitch. Pitch is dependent on what factor, Buddha? Pitch depends on frequency. If frequency increases, pitch will increase. Frequency decreases, pitch will decrease. Okay. So you all can remember squeaky voice. It's very evident, no? It's very evident. Okay. So the best answer there is first one. Pitch increases, frequency increases, pitch increases. That gives a high pitch. Do you all know there are some female singers in Sri Lanka? You don't have that. In some other Europe countries, that is like a tradition. There are female singers who can, it's not singing, they can shout in such a way that even the glass will crack. That is known as resonance. When the voice frequency matches with the glass frequency, glass will start to vibrate and it will break. So a voice of a lady, when she shouts, or let's say in good words, when she sings, can crack glasses. I'm not joking. This is for, they have these exhibitions in, I think mainly in Italy and France. It's like a tradition. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, these orchestras and operas, they come and shout. Just imagine our eardrum. If the glass is itself cracking, what about the eardrum? In Sydney, they have it. Yes, okay, good. Hari. So pitch. Yes, sixth one. What is the false statement regarding the human stomach? So we know this is the stomach. Stomach wall produces gastric juice. Recently, we studied in our digestive system. Gastric juice contains HCl, pepsin, and renin. Pepsin and renin are enzymes. They are helping. Pepsin is helping for protein digestion. Renin is helping for coagulation of the milk, and later that is good for the absorption of the milk. So it secretes pepsin, correct. Protein digestion starts in the stomach. Yes, correct. Stomach opens to the duodenum through the cardiac sphincter. So you all don't know about this. Okay, you all don't know this. This is, I think, either a old syllabus question or it's a another advanced level question. Food. How to get the answer? Yes, that's what we want. Okay, it's a O level, not a O level concept, but food in it is in the acidic medium because of the HCl. So all the other answers, you all know that it is correct, no? So the only doubtful or the wrong answer is the third one. So you all can answer. I'm not saying that this is out of syllabus. You can answer because all the other three are in the syllabus. That means the other one you can find it. Normally, the entry point of the stomach and exit point of the stomach, there are sphincters. The one on top is known as the cardiac sphincter because heart is above that, no. So they say closer to the heart, cardiac sphincter, and towards the small intestine, we call it pyloric sphincter. That is not needed for your O-level syllabus. But all the other three statements are related to your O-level syllabus. So you can go for the correct answer here. They're asking for the wrong statement. Okay, you can find it out easily. I hope you all are clear about it. Question number 7. What is the type of mixture that wheat flour and water belongs to? Wheat flour is a solid one. Water is a liquid. This is an easy question. Not at all a question. Solid and liquid. But here they should have asked, they should have given the answer with a homogeneous, heterogeneous mixture. That is the best answer. So wheat flour, when you mix it and keep it for some times, heavier particles will get collected down. So it's a solid liquid heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. Okay, these are the ones which are there in the syllabus, so you should know this. These are very simple. Only hard thing here is here that part is not given. Solid mixture, solid homogeneous mixture. That means solid and solid mixing in a proper ratio. The answers are alloys, metal mixtures. The best example they have given is brass. Brass is made out of what two type of metal? What and what makes brass? Don't know.
Homogeneous and solid.
Yeah, solid homogeneous mixture. The example brass, it is made out of two metals. What are those two metals? Zinc and copper. Zinc and copper. Remember that is there in our syllabus. They have even given the percentage of zinc and copper, 65 and 35. I hope you all are clear about it. So these MCQ sessions, you will be bombarded with lot of data. Okay, you all can quickly write it down. You all can watch the recording again also. This is not like our normal past paper class where we discuss the question slowly. Here we are fighting with time. So the newcomers, okay, this is not how we discuss the MCQs in our normal past paper. We discuss it slowly. By now, you all have come to that level where we can discuss it fast. Okay, now it's your O level. O level race has started. August 1st, it started. Now, if you all are lazy and not working hard, that means that will, what do you say, that will reflect in your results. Okay, so now no excuses. Work hard, work smart. A type of cell which is found in phloem. Phloem tissue contains four types of cells. I have given a short form. Xylem, VTPF, phloem, SCPF. Sieve tube elements, companion cells, parenchyma, and the fiber. Sieve tube elements are living, but they are living without a nucleus. Companion cells are living, they have nucleus, parenchyma living, fiber is dead. So the only plant cell which is living without a nucleus is sieve tube element. Can you tell me an animal cell which is living without a nucleus? Even in grade 10 classification lesson, you have studied that part. The animal cell without a nucleus. Yes, Ibrahim Ashkar, correct. Anyone else? Yeah, Imad, you have given an answer, but little bit modify that answer. Which type? So all of you all know, no, Master Academy Awards Day will be happening on the 18th for the previous batch. Okay. So all the students who got A for Rizlan students who got A will be getting awards. My students who got A will be getting award. So like that, next year we have more competition. Why? Now I'm doing at Vellavatta also, no? So Vellavatta, Kolonnava and online. So from that, all the students who got A will get an award, and one student will be selected as the best students for award for science. So that comes with your participation in classes and your improvement, all that. Yeah, very good. So is it a nucleated cell? Yes. Farzan Mahdi, correct answer. Yes, the answer is red blood cells. Not for this. The animal cell which is living without a nucleus is red blood cells. Here the answer, Monada. Vessel elements, no, that is for xylem. Tracheids related to xylem. Collenchyma cells, not there in xylem of phloem. Companion cell is present in phloem. So that is the correct answer. Companion cell. Why did that word companion cells come? Because companion cells are always helping the sieve tube element. Because sieve tube element does not have a nucleus, no? That fellow doesn't have a nucleus. It's like he doesn't have the brain. So therefore, always companion cell is along with sieve tube element helping the sieve tube element. Question number 9. 3 kilogram object located 8 meters above the ground level is released to fall to the ground. What is the potential energy of the object when it is on the ground? Obviously, Buddha, when it is raised up, there is a potential energy. Potential energy will be maximum. When it reaches the ground, the height is zero, no? When it is at the ground level, the height from the ground is zero, so that is potential energy will be zero. So here no calculation. To confuse you, they have given all the data. Here they have asked, what is the potential energy of the object when it is on the ground? Zero, no calculation needed. When it is 8 meters above, then you can put potential energy equals mgh. Mass of the object is 3 kilogram, height is 8, gravity is 10. First I'll put the gravity. Gravity is 10, height is 8, and multiply 8, 16, 24, 240 joules scalar you can give. But not in this question because they are asking the potential energy at the ground level, it's zero. What about the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy at the top will be zero, but when reaching down, the velocity increases, increases, increases. When touching the ground, velocity will be maximum. So kinetic energy also will be maximum at the ground. So you can see potential energy is converted to kinetic energy when an object is falling down. Yeah, here the answer is zero. Answer is zero. Yeah, good time they didn't give 240 as the as another selection, no, because some students they won't read the question properly, and they will, whenever they see potential energy, the equation which comes to their mind is mgh, no, directly they will put mgh and get the answer. Hope you all are clear. Let's go to the 10th one. What is the inorganic solvent? Inorganic. Water is inorganic because there is no carbon. Carbon tetrachloride is falling under organic. Hexane is organic. Chloroform is organic. All contain carbon. But water is an inorganic substance and it's a good solvent, no? So very simple answer. 10th one, first one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Buddha.
Sir, is distilled water or salt is neutral substance?
Yeah, distilled water neutral. Salts are neutral. Salt means like NaCl salt is 100% neutral.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Question number 11 to 20. Quickly mark it. We'll discuss in 2 minutes. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you all can send me a chat box message.
Sir, once can Sir, can you explain again what is companion cells?
Okay, companion cells, actually, Buddha, when you look at the phloem tissue, it's like this, no? Those are cells. Here the other organelles are there. And the end walls are completely broken down. This is cell to cell. This is one sieve tube element. Sorry, not yeah, this is the sieve tube. Sorry, sieve tube element. No, we are talking about phloem. No, SCPF. Their end walls are incompletely broken, so that food can go up and down through this. And this is a living cell which do not have a nucleus. So to help his function, next to him always companion cells will be there. In companion cells, the nucleus is well developed. There is more mitochondria. Why is that? Because he has to do his function as well as sieve tube element's function. So always there is connection between sieve tube element and the companion cells. Actually, companion cells are the ones which are controlling the sieve tube element. Normally, phloem is helping for translocation of food, right? Organic food. Up and down. It can go up, it can go down. But in xylem, water can go only upwards. But in phloem, food can go upwards, downwards, in both directions. So that is controlled by the help of companion cells. Yes, can someone tell me? Now I said no, the food is going up and down. What type of food is transported in the phloem? What is the chemical compound?
Carbohydrate.
Yeah, it's a carbohydrate. It's a carbohydrate. Which type of carbohydrate? Exact carbohydrate, tell me.
Glucose.
Yeah, any other answers?
Liquid sucrose.
Yes, liquid sucrose. Okay, it's sucrose. Because it's like this. During photosynthesis, immediate product of photosynthesis is C6H12O6. That is glucose. Temporarily, it will be stored in the leaf itself as starch. Because starch is the storage product. So if it is being stored, it will be starch. So temporarily, it will be stored as starch in the leaves. And then from the leaves, if it needs to go to any other place, through the phloem, it will be transported as sucrose dissolved in water. So it's liquid sucrose, and that liquid sucrose will be transported through the phloem to the needed part. And then finally, again, it will be, if it is getting stored, it will be stored as starch. Permanently stored as starch. For example, potatoes. Potatoes, the glucose is produced in the leaves, and then through the stem, through the phloem, sucrose will come to the roots, underground stem. We can't say roots, no, for potato because it is underground stem. It will come to the underground stem and get stored in the underground stem. Yes. Shall we move on? Question number 11. Platelets are destroyed in all the blood cells, red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets. Platelets are not cells, but pieces of cells. They are produced in the bone marrow. Okay, if you take the bone, inside the bone, we have the bone marrow. This bone marrow produces RBC, WBC platelets, and finally they are used in the body. And in the liver, and there is another organelle called spleen that is closer to our stomach area. Liver and the spleen will destroy it, because after using, no use of keeping it in the body, it will get destroyed. So produced in red bone marrow or bone marrow and destroyed in the spleen. Yes, can someone, yeah, here the answer is platelets are destroyed in the spleen and liver. Fourth one is the answer. Can someone tell me there is one vitamin which is helping for the bone marrow production? So if this vitamin is lacking, if this vitamin is not there, what will happen? Bone marrow production will be less. So RBC, WBC, and platelet production will be less. Therefore, RBC related diseases, anemia, WBC related diseases, the immunity, platelet related diseases, leakage of blood, all that can happen. What is the vitamin? Yes, who are the correct students? Asia, Halid correct. Rayhan, Rikaz correct. Vitamin B. Vitamin B is related to bone marrow. Now you all have studied the full syllabus, no? There is no differentiation between, sir, that is grade 10 first lesson, Apo, sir, it's very hard, sir. We don't study that, sir. Okay? Nothing like that, no? Now everything is acharu age, you should know. Practice, practice, practice only will make you perfect. The ones who want, take a screenshot quickly. So I think this, I will send the recording because today many students didn't come. Tomorrow term test, no? Yeah, we learned it last night, no, in the circulatory system. Yes, in our online session, we learned it last night. Yes, the thing is, inform your friends also. Is spleen an organ? Yeah. I will send the recordings. I'll put to YouTube and I will send it to you all. Make sure you all share it. So it will be really helpful for the ones. Yes. I think you all didn't get to see the picture of a spleen, no? This is the liver. Here you have the stomach outline. And behind the stomach, can you see this? At the end part of the pancreas, stomach is in front, pancreas is behind that. And on the end of the pancreas and the tip of the stomach here, you can see spleen. Wait, I'll zoom it. In the theory class, I wanted to show it, but I didn't have a picture to show, no? Yeah, in our syllabus, what is the function of the spleen? Destruction of the red blood cells, platelets, and white blood cells. Actually, blood cells, destroying the blood cells. Other than that, our body immunity, everything is done by the spleen, but it's not there in our syllabus. So is the platelet produced in the bone marrow? Yes, Buddha. Platelets are produced in the bone marrow and destroyed in the liver. And also you all know the lifespan of platelets, it is the shortest, about 5 to 7 days. So normally I used to say Monday it will be born, Friday all its function will finish, Saturday, Sunday is its death day. Okay, let's move on to the 12th question. Which of the following is not belonging to igneous rock? Aneputa, don't worry about this. I will give all marks to this. This is, I think, a grade 8 or 9 thing. Okay, so here the answer is marble, granite type of this. Can you all remember this rock cycle? Igneous rocks. Even I can't remember the names. Metamorphic rocks. So from the lava, it will cool down and like that. Things are there. It's in grade 9, not in our O-level syllabus. Don't worry, not related to all O-level syllabus. So I'll give all marks. Here you have to memorize. There are 3 types of rocks. You all don't need. Igneous rocks soon after the volcano, then sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. You all don't need that, Buddha. Don't worry about that. Now some will start crying, "Ayo, sir, we don't know this." No, don't worry. It's in grade 8, grade 9 thing. You don't need to remember that. According to the cell theory, the basic structural and functional unit of living organism is cell. Yes, it's one of the feature of the cell theory. Second one, there are organelles which are adapted to various function of cells. Yes. It's not directly there in the cell theory. Cell theory has 3 points, no? Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of living organism. All organisms are made up of one or more cell. New cells arise from pre-existing cell. Okay. Those are the 3 main things. So here, this one, they're asking the correct one. No, this is 100% correct. There are organelles which adapt to various function of the cell. It is correct. But is it falling under our 3 main points of the cell theory? No. Cells can observe only from a simple microscope. That is wrong, no? From simple microscope also you can observe. Compound microscope also. A simple microscope. Here they are talking about the hand lens. No, with that you can't observe the cells properly. That is wrong. From the compound microscope you can observe. Electron microscope you can observe. The plant cell differs from animal cell. Yes, correct. But is it coming under the main 3 points? No. So most suitable best answer is the first one. All organisms are made up of one or more cell. New cells arise from pre-existing cell. The cell is the basic structural unit and the functional unit of the organisms. These 3 were said by 3 scientists: Scladen, Shawn, and Rodolphe Virchow. Remember these names needed. Okay, let's move to question number 14. The scientific name of jungle fowl, the national bird of Sri Lanka, jungle fowl, is Gallus lafayette. But here they are not asking you for the name. They are asking you for the scientific nomenclature, the scientific method. Normally, when writing a scientific name, you have the genus name and the specific name. Okay, so genus, species. For some organisms, they give even the name of the person who found out that, the author. But that is not there for our O-level syllabus. You don't need to worry about that. So the first name will be the genus name and it will have the capital letter. First letter should be capital. All the others should be simple letters. So here, first one, they have put simple, and then capital. Wrong. All capital. Wrong. Capital, simple. Yes, correct. But here what has happened? They have put the specific name first and the genus name second. No, that is wrong, no? So third one is the best answer. Question number 14, answer number 3. This is common for all the scientific nomenclature, scientific names. In the scientific name, what happens? They give the name in Latin or Greek words, but you write it in English alphabet. You have two parts: generic name, or we call it generic epithet, that genus name. Species name, we call it specific epithet. When you have to write both. First letter is capital, all the other letters are simple, and there should be a space between the two names. First name, second name. If you are handwriting it, you have to underline. If you are printing it, easily you can italicize it. Those are the rules and regulations for scientific nomenclature. Question number 15. A certain element contained in the groundwater in some areas in Sri Lanka is causative of giving a permanent brown color to the teeth of human, not only man. Then you might think man will get brown teeth, woman won't get killer. No, for both. This is actually fluorine. Excessive fluorine. Okay, excessive fluorine can cause permanent darkening of teeth. I think I have put a picture here. This is due to excessive fluorine. Now, you might then think, sir, fluorinated toothpaste. Yes, fluorine is good for our teeth, but excessive fluorine is not good. So, some places where they drink water, if they drink directly from the groundwater, because some places in Sri Lanka, not only Sri Lanka, all the countries, like village areas, poor areas, they don't have this purified water supply. So, they have to take it from the well or the hand pump. So, there are sometimes the ground minerals are there. So, that water contains excessive fluorine. So therefore, that can cause permanent darkening of teeth. And excessive usage of, okay, fluorine is a non-metal. Okay, it's a mineral, but non-metal. Excessive usage of all these artificial toothpaste also can cause, but not to this level, but it can cause, especially in small ones. Okay, because I know one of my relative, they are more concerned about brushing the teeth for the small one. 3 times a day they brush. Okay, that is over. That small one always cries when they are brushing. Our fellow, we brush twice. I mean, like, one day we brush with toothpaste. The other day I have told my wife, don't brush with toothpaste, with normal brush, without toothpaste brush kiela. Because for the small ones, because when we use this adult toothpaste for the small ones, it's not good. So too much fluorine. Now that my cousin's daughter, the whole tooth set is totally brown and it is decaying now. So no problem, because again the new teeth will come because they are young, okay. But once the permanent teeth come, if this happen, it's like, permanent damage. You have to go to the dentist and either polish it or do something else. Blackish water, no, that is sea water, no. That one you can't drink. Brackish water. This is known as normally Kul Vatura. Water containing more salt content, groundwater. If you go to Putlam and all, you have this groundwater. There you can see in the toilets also, how much ever you clean, it will be brown in color. That is because of the deposition of these kind of minerals. Not only this, calcium. When you boil water also, at the bottom, white color pieces will be remaining. Those are calcium pieces. That is known as hard water. Main water line, no problem. They regulate the fluorine. They regulate the fluorine. They remove the excessive fluorine from the tap water line. Okay, question number 15, answer number 1. Question number 16, let's move on. Which of the following is an amphibia? Salamander, toad, tortoise, not tortoise, toad, frog, ichthyophis. Ichthyophis, an extinct organism like a snake. All those are falling under amphibia. Tortoise, reptile. Turtle, reptile. Water snake, whatever type of snake, reptile, reptile, reptile. So recently only we learned all these are amphibians. Recently only we learned about the amphibians, no? Soft skin, moist skin because of the gland. Can you all remember? Physical class students won't forget this. Classification. Sorry. We did that in the grade 10 classes, no? Can you all remember, y'all? When I drew the frog on the board, these one were laughing. My frog was little bit at least okay. When I told them to draw the frog, one is like Superman, one is like a fish, one is like a monkey sitting down. Can you, yeah, some can, the ones who come to grade 11 students who come to grade 10, you all can remember, no? Okay, good. Next one. A type of non-granular white blood corpuscles containing in the blood of a healthy person. Blood cells have two types, white blood cells and red blood cells. Sorry, oh, sorry. White blood cells have two types. WBC has two types, granulocytes and non-granulocytes. Granulocyte and non-granulocyte. Granulocytes have dots. There are three: basophil, eosinophil, and neutrophil. In the inside the cell, they have dots like these granules. Because of that, they are known as granulocytes. The non-granulocytes are monocytes and lymphocytes. They don't have dots. No dots inside. So non-granular white blood cells, basophil granulocytes, eosinophil granulocytes, neutrophils granulocytes. So the best answer is monocyte. Grade 11s in the system lesson we studied yesterday. No, I think these questions are more useful for the students who came to the system seminar. Connected questions are there. Yes, amphibia, reptiles, fish. All three are cold-blooded organisms. Can you all remember the scientific name of cold-blooded organisms? What is the scientific name of cold-blooded organisms? They were laughing at some students. Can you all remember? Poikilothermic organism. It's like poi kilo. In Tamil, we say, now there are some friends who always, when they open their mouth, they say, like, yesterday I went to that hotel, this restaurant, and boru kiyanawa, kilo ganang boru kiyanawa. We say, kilo kanaku poi selra kutam. When I said that, the friends were pointing at people, no? Hari. So that is the cold-blooded, scientific name of cold-blooded organisms. Next one, mainly effective gas for acid rain. This one you have not studied. This is coming under biosphere lesson. Acid rain is caused by SOx and NOx. SOx and NOx. What is this SOx NOx? SOx is SO2 or SO3. Instead of this 2 or 3, we put X. NOx is NO1, that is NO, or nitrogen dioxide, NO2. So commonly we can call it SOx and NOx. X can be numerical values. So here the answer is sulfur dioxide. Third one. Yeah, actually these questions, okay, it's not my questions. A very big thank to one of the exam panel person, uh, Miss Devika Sirivardhana Miss. From her book only I am giving these questions. So that book is a superb book, 800 MCQs book. So from that 800 MCQs, we are discussing 200 now. In future, we'll discuss 200. If we have time, we can discuss 800. I would be happy. But with the time factor, we have to discuss past papers, model papers, and all those things. No, so therefore, we'll discuss 400 for now. This is the first 200. Sometimes salt is bitter. The compound which is responsible for this is, can you all remember in the Salton, in the first three tanks, okay? This is a picture of a Salton. So they have the first tank. In the first tank, calcium carbonate is precipitated in the first tank. After evaporation, half of the water evaporates, calcium carbonate precipitates. We call it limestone. Then in the second tank, after 3/4 gets evaporated, the remaining one is the salt gets precipitated, that is calcium sulfate, we call it gypsum salt. And the third tank, after 90%, yeah, 9 out of 10% water evaporates, the remaining 1/10, in that some salt will be precipitated, NaCl, the salt which we eat. But along with that, unwanted two fellows will get precipitated. Can you all remember? Magnesium sulfate and magnesium chloride. These two salts are bitter. You have to remove this. To remove this only, they keep the produced salt in a prismatic form for 6 months. Naturally, automatically, it will get removed. But you have to keep it. But before that, if you try to eat the salt, salt will be bitter taste. It won't be salty taste. It will be bitter. Kasapu. Tittai we say. So here the answer is magnesium chloride, third one. 19th one, answer number 3. Okay, let's move to the 20th. Which is the constituent reduced in the blood sample of a dengue patient? Okay, dengue patient, what happens is the platelet count decreases. Another name for platelet is thrombocyte. So the thrombocyte or the platelet count reduces. What will happen? Actually, these platelets are keeping the blood inside the blood vessels. They are like a gum. They are holding the blood inside the blood vessels. When the platelets reduce, blood will spill out of the blood vessels and get collected inside the body. Internal hemorrhage, they say, internal blood leak, that can happen when the platelet count goes down. So dengue patients, normally platelets are reduced. So 20th one, also answer number 3. Yes, I'm just asking. Out of the first 20, can you all send me your marks? Okay, some have sent the marks. Good. 14, 11, 12, 17. Anyone got 20 out of 20? For that Ignatius rock question, give all marks. No problem. Give 1 mark. Okay, 15. Okay, so these 4 weeks, you can measure your improvement. Okay, so you all also do revision and do the paper properly. It will be more beneficial. See, after this 1 month, you will feel like MCQ is very simple. Practice, practice, practice. Wait here. Dengue patients know when you need platelets. They will transfer the platelets to them if the platelet is very low. Platelet transfusion. This is a news article. I just put it here. Anyways, next 10 questions. Yeah, take 2 minutes, mark the paper, and then we'll discuss. Okay, then let's move on. Question number 21. X and Y are carbon electrodes. Out of them, find out the anode and cathode respectively. This is known as electrolysis. Okay, there is a positive terminal, negative terminal. This is the positive terminal. This is the negative terminal. Easy method. You all don't need to know the electrolysis lesson, but I will tell you an easy method. Now, inside these liquids, there will be two types of ions. What is the name given to positive ion? For example, here the positive ion is Cu2 plus. What is the common name given to the positive ion? Cation, good. So, if this cation, positive ion, Cu2 plus, will get attracted to negative terminal. This is the negative terminal connected to the negative side of the battery. That is the negative electrode or the negative terminal. This positive fellow will get attracted to that. The positive fellow's name is cation. No. If the cation goes close to one electrode, that is the cathode. On the other side, SO4 2 minus is the anion. Anion will get attracted to the positive electrode of the electrolysis because that is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, no? So when this anion goes to that place is known as anode. Cation moves towards cathode, anion moves towards anode. So from that itself, we can understand X is cathode, Y is anode. X is cathode, Y is anode. Second one is the answer. This lesson, electrolysis. We are starting third term in all our grade 11 classes, theory classes, physical, Vallavatta, Kolonnava, and online classes. We are starting third term next week. Superb electronics. Be ready. Most probably you will be receiving the tutes also. Okay. So superb tute is there. Superb lesson, electronics. Then after that, we have electrochemistry and then electromagnetism. All three electro hard lessons are there in that tute. So in electrochemistry, we will study this more deeply. Hurry, now let's move on to the next one. What is the electrode in which copper is deposited from the above setup? I told you towards the negative terminal, Cu2 plus will go, and when he goes there, what will happen? There is a reaction called This is the cathode, right? Cathode will undergo a reaction called reduction reaction. Anode will undergo oxidation. There is a short form to remember that. At that time, I will tell you. Don't worry. Now you all might not know about that. Okay. Red cat, and ox. Both are animals, no? A red cat and an ox. Anode oxidation, cathode reduction. An ox red cat, anode oxidation, cathode reduction. A reaction known as reduction will occur and copper will get deposited. This is like electroplating. Grade 9 you all have studied, no? So at X, copper will get deposited. Are you clear about this? This is a basic explanation. Detailedly, we will study in the theory classes. Okay, let's move on. Which is not a property of oxygen? Most probably they're asking about oxygen gas. Colorless, yes. Odorless, yes. Slightly dissolving in water, yes. Extinguish a burning splinter? No, even a glowing splinter, which doesn't have a flame, if you expose to oxygen, what will happen? It will reignite and burn with a flame, because oxygen is a supporter of combustion. Okay, here this is the function of carbon dioxide, not oxygen. So that is the wrong statement. Therefore, fourth one is the answer. 23rd one, answer number 4. 23rd question, answer number 4. Slightly burning iron wool exposed to oxygen will burn very well. '28, the group of organic polar solvent given below. So in our syllabus, there is a chart. I think you have to memorize this chart. Some things practically you can understand. For example, water is polar, inorganic and polar. So like that, they are asking for organic compounds who are polar. So alcohol, ethanol, hari. Hexene is coming. Most probably all this, you will study the hydrocarbon lesson. Alkane, alkene, alkyne, all those are organic but non-polar. So wrong. Organic, non-polar. Hexane, hexene. So that has a wrong answer. Ethanol, hari. But water is inorganic. That also cut. Third one, methanol. That is a type of alcohol. So eka hari. Acetone. Acetone is organic or inorganic? Organic and it's polar. But again, we have this hexane problem. It is non-polar. So fourth one, methanol, it is a type of alcohol. All the types of alcohol, ethanol, methanol, propanol, butanol, pentanol, hexanol, all that polar and organic. Acetone, yes, polar, organic. That is the correct answer. We can select the fourth one as the most suitable answer. If you all don't know, if possible, try to memorize these ones. Once you learn the hydrocarbon lesson, you will understand that all the alkynes are non-polar substances. Kelvin is the international unit of measuring temperature. Its symbol is a capital K. No degrees for that. No degree for Kelvins. First one is the answer. Direct answer. Degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, no degree for Kelvin. Lord Kelvin, the one who found out about that. Yes, next one. Which of the following devices are not connected correctly in the following circuit? R is a resistor, right? It's connected correctly. Ammeter should not be connected like this. Ammeter should be connected in the main circuit. Ammeter should be in series. Bulb is okay. Bulb you can connect parallel, series, whatever you want. Voltmeter should be connected parallel. So voltmeter should come to the ammeter's place. Ammeter should go to the voltmeter's place. So these two are wrong. Connected in the wrong method. So ammeter and voltmeter. Ammeter checks the amount of current in ampere. Voltmeter checks the amount of current. Voltmeter checks the voltage in volt. So 26, answer number 2. Yeah, ammeter is connected in series. Voltmeter should be connected parallel to the circuit. Twenty-seven. Did we do 26? Yeah, 26 now. 27. Find the incorrect formula of the following. NaCl. How did NaCl come? Na plus group 1, therefore plus 1. Cl is group 7 minus 1. So NaCl. No problem with that. Calcium chloride. Ca2 plus. Chlorine is Cl1 minus, no? So when the numbers get exchanged, valencies will get exchanged. CaCl2 correct. Magnesium carbonate. Mg is 2 plus. Carbonate is a radical. CO3, 2 minus. Then what should happen? 2 and 2 will get exchanged and finally same numbers will get cut. Answer should be magnesium carbonate like this. But there is a 2 here. That is the wrong one. Magnesium sulfate, Mg2 plus. Sulfate is a radical SO4, 2 minus. There it will form MgSO4. Correct. But this one, this is correct. But what they have given is wrong. So answer number 3. Question number 27, answer number 3. Question number 28. This is not a use of alcohol. Manufacturing vinegar. Vinegar and alcohol, it has a Mara connection. You can produce vinegar from alcohol by alcoholic fermentation. Used in lacquers and varnish as a solvent. Alcohol can be mixed, no? Thinner and all. It's a type of, it's not type of alcohol, but the chemical composition of alcohol and this thinners are almost like similar. Manufacturing cement. Here in cement industry, we don't have anything related to alcohol. Making arista. What is this arista? Do you all watch Surapapa? Asterix. What is that Asterix? I forgot the English name. Asterix. Before the famous cartoon was Jim Papa, Surapapa, that cartoon. Even now we can sing that song. We were so much that Kale Mada Gamak Tiyanava. Okay. That Sinhala version was superb, no? So that in that they give, except for Jim Papa, all the other people they give something, no? That is the Arista. Actually, in Ayurveda, there is a medicine called Arista. That Arista is made out of alcohol. Okay. When we were in the hospital, now we produce all these things, no? Like 4 o'clock, we are off. 4 p.m. 3:30, many patients come. Okay. Like they are saying body weak doctor, that pain doctor, this pain doctor. If we give oil, they say, no, sir, we want something to drink. Some medicines. They are coming for the Arista. Because these fellows, now that was when we were in the Borella Ayurvedic hospital, they give free medicine, no. They don't have money to buy alcohol. So they drink the Arista. We give them 1 teaspoon per day. 1 teaspoon in the morning, 1 teaspoon in the night. That fellow will finish 1 bottle itself at night. Okay, people who drink alcohol, no. So when they don't have money to buy alcohol, they try to get this from the government Ayurveda hospital and they try to drink it. Too much of this is not good. Okay. So anyways, that is related to Ayurveda. That is my field, Ayurveda and Unani. Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha is mentioned in your syllabus. Those are coming under traditional medicine in the last biosphere lesson. So most probably we can go for the third answer, not at all related to our alcohol. 29. By how much will the letter printed on a paper appear raised when a glass block of 9 centimeter is placed on it and viewed from above? Refractive index of glass is 1.5. Puta, this calculation is removed from your syllabus. Okay. But this concept is there. When you're looking at a fish from top, you will be able to see as if the fish is above. Can you all remember? This is known as the real depth of the fish. This one is known as the apparent depth of the fish. Real depth and apparent depth. With this, there is an equation to find the refractive index. This is the equation, but you all don't need it. Let's just try and see. Now see, how much will the letter printed on a paper uh, appear raised when a glass block of thickness 9 centimeter is placed? So obviously, if the glass block is 9 centimeter block, and here the letters are printed A, B, C, the glass block is kept on that, and we are viewing from top. So what will happen? You will see as if the letters are somewhere here. So you need to find the apparent depth. 1.5 equals, real depth is 9 centimeter over x. Therefore, x is equal to 9 over 1.5. That means 90 over 15. Multiply up and down by 10. So 6, no? 6 the. 90 divided by 15 is not 4, no? It's 6. That means the real depth is, so not the real depth. Yeah, the real depth is 6 centimeters. Total is 9 centimeter. They are asking how much will it come up. They are not asking from the block. We found from the block to the letter it is 6 centimeter. So automatically you can find this 9 minus 6 is equal to 3 centimeter. It will be 3 centimeters raised up. Did you understand? This is a good question. This is a good question. This is related to optics. But this calculation part is removed from your syllabus. Maybe the new syllabus, they might put it again because it's a good concept. Okay, so answer is answer number 2. But I'll give all marks. Free mark for that question. But just keep it in mind, refractive index is equal to real depth over apparent depth. Next one, what is the relative molecular mass of Al2O3 aluminium oxide? Can you tell me something special about this fellow? Special fellow. Aluminium oxide. In 3 places of the syllabus, this is coming. First one, formation of oxides. And the second one, type of oxide. This is special. Why? It is known as amphoteric oxide, no? Amphoteric oxide. It can show acidic as well as basic properties. And next one, we call it alumina. It is an impurity present in the blast furnace. It will join with calcium oxide and become calcium aluminate. And then the other fellow is calcium silicate. Both are known as slag. Okay, go through that lesson. Huh? So, okay, now here the question is find the relative molecular mass Al2O3 Aluminium's value, they have given relative atomic mass is 27. 27 into 2. Oxygen is 16. 16 into 3 and add it. 27 into 2 is 54, right? Plus 6, 12, 18, 48. 48 plus 54. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One here. 102. Third one is the most suitable answer. Question number 30. Answer number 3. Done. Yes. Correct. This, and in 2 minutes we'll discuss. Yeah, meanwhile, if you have any questions, please send it to me through the chat box. Okay, shall we move to the next one, Putha? Yes, last 10 questions. The type of muscle shown in the diagram. Here you can see spindle shape, no? Thick in the center, thin in the corner. Obviously, there is only one and only cell which is like this. That is the smooth muscle tissues. Actually, in cardiac and skeletal, the actin myosins are arranged like this, no? Actin myosins are the protein present in the muscles. They are arranged in a specific way so that there is a dark and light band. Here, can you see that dark and light band? That is known as striated. In skeletal muscles also, striation is present. We call it striated muscles. But in smooth muscles, actin myosin is there. If it is muscles, actin myosin should be there. But they are not arranged in that specific method. So they are just arranged here and there. So that striated appearance is not there. Therefore, we call it non-striated. But all three have actin myosin. Keep that in mind. So the answer here is smooth muscle. That is the one which is given in the picture. Hope you all are clear about it. Question number 32, it's from the old syllabus. The type of epithelial tissue which is the lining of the stomach to rectum. Because in the old syllabus, we had 8 types of epithelial tissue. One is known as simple epithelial tissue, simple columnar, simple cuboidal, stratified epithelium, lot. Good time in your syllabus, they have removed all that. But for epithelial tissue, the functions are very, very important. So therefore, I have made the functions into 5 points. We call it F-pass. Can you all remember? Filtration, mainly happening in the kidneys. Protection, our skin, all those are good examples for protection. Absorption in the small intestine. Then secretion in the small intestine, in the stomach and all. Secretion occurs, no? That is from the epithelium. And last one, sensory. All our sensory organ receives the sensory messages. Eye, nose, ear, all those, they have epithelial tissue. So remember F-pass, filtration, protection, absorption, secretion, sensory. Here you are getting all marks because this is a old syllabus question. (33) The leukocytes with granulocyte. The leukocyte with granulocyte, 70% in the body. Remember, leukocyte is another name for white blood cells. Red blood cells we call thrombocytes. Red blood cells we call erythrocytes. White blood cells we call leukocytes. Platelets we call thrombocytes. Here they are asking, what is the white blood cell which is in the highest proportion? 70% of the body name blood. 70% of the blood means, that is also wrong. Question is wrong. 70% out of the white blood cells. There, it's like this. Ben is there, no? Ben. Normally, they are the highest. Out of that Ben, neutrophil are the highest. So here you can go for the answer, neutrophil. If you don't know this concept, just write it in Ben. N is highest, then E, then B. 33rd one. Question number 34. Here they have given the ranges also. So if you want, you can take a screenshot. They won't ask you the percentages. You should know who's highest, who's lowest, that is better. Here you can see neutrophil will put the full out. We just saw the BEN. If you look at M and L also, N is the highest, then L, then M, then E, then B. And they have given a short form to remember that. Never let monkeys eat bananas. Never let monkeys eat bananas. Are you clear about it? I think I didn't give this in the theory class. So here you all can get an idea about it. Find the balance equation when oxygen is obtained from potassium permanganate. Common name of potassium permanganate is Condis. It's a purple color powder. It's used as a application to heal the wounds. It can kill the bacteria and fungus. Before they were using it, but now we have iodine, betadine, better ones. So now we are not using it. But before, your grandfathers will know when they get the wound or anything, they just apply a purple color cream. Not cream, it's like a liquid, they apply it. So that is the Condis powder. So that is KMNO4. When you heat it, it will break down to certain things. You just see, give me a minute. One patient is calling, Balamu. So it will be broken down to potassium manganate, K2MnO4 plus manganese dioxide, MnO2, and oxygen gas. This is one of the longest equation. It looks very hard, but very easy to balance it. How? One potassium here, two potassium here. So to make it two, you put two here. Then potassium becomes two, manganese becomes two, and oxygen becomes 8. Then we'll check whether there are two manganese on the other side. One manganese here, the other manganese here. Okay, two. Oxygen, there should be 8. Maybe 4 here, 2 here, and already 2 here. 4 plus 2 plus 2, 8. Yes, balanced. So which one is the best one? Second one. Are you clear about it? Question number 34, answer number 2. What type of chemical reaction is this? What type of a chemical reaction is this? There are 4 types of chemical reaction. Chemical combination, chemical decomposition, single displacement, double displacement. Out of that, what type of reaction is this? One is breaking into many other particles. Single displacement. Then if single displacement is there, there should be two things in the reactant side. One compound and a single fellow. But he's just a single fellow breaking into many other compounds. It's like a divorce. Yes. Decomposition. Decomposition. Hope you all are clear about it. Then next one, 35. What is the plug suitable for heating devices with wattage more than 1500 watts? So that means heating devices with, high powered ones, even ACs. Okay. AC, like, water heater in the showers. So for them, 15 ampere wires should be used. So most suitable answer is 15 ampere wires. The bigger one, AC wires, we say wires, and the wires also should be thick. Plug point, that entry hole, that plugs also should be socket. We call it plug socket. Okay, that also should be thicker. Question number 35. Most suitable answer is third one. Yes. 15 A weight is kept, 15 N, it should be N. 15 Newton weight is kept at a distance of 40 centimeter from the pivot on the meter ruler. So meter ruler means 100 centimeters. If this is 40, but they are not saying in the center, no? On a meter ruler, the other end is 20 Newton. To keep the weight, the other end 20 Newton weight is placed. To keep the rod horizontal, the length of Y should be. Now here think sometimes the meter ruler, exactly not this end, this side. Maybe there is another extra part. Now logically when you see, if this is 40 and if they are using a meter ruler, 1 minute, it's not getting erased. If you are using a meter ruler, other side should be 60. If they are using the end of the meter ruler, but we don't know whether they are using the exact end of the meter ruler. So better to put the equation. This is the pivot point. This should be under equilibrium. Anti-clockwise moment should be equal to clockwise moment. So 15 into 40, I should divide it by 100 to convert it into meters. But I'm not going to do that here because the answer is also in centimeters, no? So to make the calculation easy, I'm not going to convert it into meters because again, I will have to convert to centimeters. So I'll keep it as centimeters itself. And 20 into this side force is 20 into Y. 15 into 40 divide by 20. Yes. Answer is 30 centimeters. Second one. So that means this object is not kept in the end of the meter ruler. There is another part on the other side. Are you clear about it? We use the equation F into D clockwise, anti-clockwise moment is equal to F into D on the other side. F1 D1 equals F2 into D2 under equilibrium of moment. Hope you all are clear. Here I didn't convert it into meters because I know the final answer is also going to be in centimeters. No, so I just kept it in that itself to save the time. Molecular technology is used in producing insulin, producing antibiotics, producing lactic acid, and producing biogases. Biogases, directly you can produce the biogas, no? Automatically you can produce the biogas. Antibiotic, if you grow the fungus, directly you can get the fungus. Producing lactic acid, there when you do the anaerobic respiration of muscle tissues, you can get the lactic acid. But how do we produce insulin? Currently, earlier, from the pig, they used to extract the insulin because diabetes patients, they need insulin. Their pancreas is not producing insulin. So nowadays, what they do is, earlier, they did not have any suitable other animals insulin which is suitable for the human. Only the pork, the pig's insulin was suitable. Then this normally Muslims and Jews, they don't consume this pork pig related things. So then they did more and more research and they found out another method to extract insulin, that is using genetic, okay, or molecular biotechnology. How do they do that? They take a bacteria. Normally they can use even the bacteria which is available in the toilets, E. coli. And that bacteria will have a circular DNA. By using biotechnology, what they do is they cut the DNA of this E. coli bacteria by using some chemicals and add the DNA of the human body which is responsible for insulin production. And then they modify one bacteria and they allow this bacteria to grow. So even the new bacteria which is being produced will be having this. This will be producing thousands and thousands of new bacteria. All those new bacteria, because the mother is modified, this is known as genetically modified bacteria or genetically modified organism, that will also have this extra thing. Because of that, insulin chemical will be produced. Insulin chemical will be produced. Insulin chemical will be produced. Insulin hormone, it's a chemical, will be produced. Then what they do? They allow it to grow for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Billions of bacteria will be grown, and each bacteria will be releasing few drops of insulin, tiny micro drops. Then they kill the bacteria and collect all these micro drops, and they can collect insulin. This is by modifying the microorganisms, especially bacteria, by using genetic or molecular biotechnology. They are producing insulin. This is there in the inheritance lesson. So this is the most suitable answer. Okay, here you can see they have given in a scientific diagram. Oh, sorry, animation diagram, the scientific method. They take the insulin gene from the human. They take the bacteria's DNA circle, and they join it. This is only gene technology or molecular biotechnology. And they are allowing it to grow. And once it grows, they destroy the bacteria, they extract the insulin. And that is only injected to the stomach of these diabetic patients, excessively diabetic patient. Initially, they will give tablet. If that is not answering for the tablet, they will give the injection. They keep the injection in the fridge. Soon after eating or before eating, they will take it, inject it, and they will eat food. So what does this insulin do? Convert the excessive glucose in the blood to glycogen and store it in the liver or under the skin. Just 3 more questions, huh? Don't leave. We can finish it off. Which of the following has a unit? Velocity ratio doesn't have a unit. Can you remember grade 9 you studied in under simple machine? Displacement of the load, displacement of the effort over displacement of the load will give velocity ratio. Both are in meters and meters. Both meters will get cut. Velocity ratio doesn't have a unit. Refractive index also doesn't have a unit. Relative atomic mass, relative molecular mass, relative formula mass, they do not have a unit. Does weight have a unit? Yes, weight of the object is, the unit of it is Newton, that is the SI unit. Fundamental unit is kg ms minus 1. Then what, kg ms minus 2. What is kilogram? It is the unit of, many people think kilogram is weight, because in day-to-day life, weight has become kilograms. No, weight is newtons. Kilogram is the unit of mass. So answer is number 4, very easy one, no? 39. In which of the given substances all three states of matter can be seen? Okay. Here actually, Puta, uh, what do you say? This is not all syllabus. Okay, it's like this. If you take mercury, all the matters in the world at different stages, okay, at different stages, it can show different states of matter. For example, you take water and keep it in the freezer, it will become ice cubes. That is solid type of water. Then when you heat it, it will become normal water. That is liquid type. Then when you heat it further until its boiling point, it will become steam or water vapor. That is gaseous. So any object in the world can show these states of matter when you decrease the temperature or pressure. But in the given substances, all three states of matter should be seen. If you take mercury, now let's take these, all these are in the room temperature. Okay, room temperature, mercury will be liquid. Coconut oil is liquid. Salt crystals, Salt means salt crystals. If it is salt solution, they will mention salt solution. This is solid. But if you take clay, inside clay is a mixture, no? Mixture of sand. So then solid particles are there. The other one, there should be water, then only it can be clay. Water in nature should be there. Now this is talking about the clay, not the children playing clay. Clay which is used to make pots and all. Liquid is also there because water is there. It's normal water, no? Not distilled water. Normal water has dissolved gases. Dissolved gases are there. So gas is also there inside that. So most suitable answer is answer number 2. But here in our syllabus, they don't make us think like this. This question is not that much of a good question. So therefore, I have given all answer. But if you have put 2, that is the best. Fortieth one, the incorrect statement out of the following. The lizard safeguards itself by changing of colors of the body. Actually, here the lizard they are talking about is some people get confused. The garden lizard, not the home lizard. We sometimes call it gecko. Some people call the home lizard as the gecko. Okay, I'll show the picture. No, picture is not there. You all know that fellow, no? Who will be in the garden, who will always be shaking the head. We call it onan in Tamil. Not onai. Onai is fox. Onan. Okay, we are talking about that lizard. Yes, he can show camouflage, no? Changing colors. That is camouflage. The process of passing down genetic character is called inheritance. Yes, that is your final grade 10, 20th unit. Plants obtain nitrogen from the atmosphere directly. No. Carbon dioxide can be taken into the plants directly. Nitrogen should be absorbed from the soil. So, nitrogen gas cannot be absorbed. It has to be converted to nitrate. For that only we have nitrogen fixation. We have biological nitrogen fixation. In that we have spoken about rhizobium bacteria and azotobacter in grade 9. In grade 11 again we will speak about that nitrogen cycle. Biological nitrogen fixation, industrial nitrogen fixation, and environmental nitrogen fixation. 3 methods are there we will discuss. So plants cannot directly take nitrogen from the atmosphere. It has to be converted to many forms and then go to the soil. From the soil it has to get absorbed. That is a wrong statement. We'll see the fourth one. The brain and the spinal cord are protected by 3 coverings called the meninges. Can you all tell me what is this meninges? There are 3 meninges. Someone unmute and tell. Or at least the starting letters. We learned this in the nervous system lesson. D, A, P. Dura matter, arachnoid matter, and pia matter. And in between the arachnoid matter and pia matter, there is a liquid. What is that liquid? I think all are by now sleeping, no? That's why no one is answering. Kiannako. The ones who are alive. I mean, the ones who are awake. You all didn't revise that. Second time it would have come, no? Cerebrospinal fluid is there in between arachnoid matter and pia matter. Yes, these are the meninges. They are protecting the brain and the spinal cord. Other than this skull, backbone, that protection is also there. Meninges protection is there. That is correct. Statement is correct. So wrong answer is third one. Yes, Buddha, successfully within 2 hours. 2 hours, less than 2 hours, almost 2 hours. Within 2 hours, we have completed 40 MCQs. Yes. Now, before leaving, don't leave now. 1 minute, give me one more minute. Before leaving, tell me how many of y'all, tell me your marks. Type your marks and send. 32s are there. So what is your comment about the session? Did you feel that this is worth it? Because we are quickly revising a lot of sections. It's like a mixture question. The ones who did the paper, before I explain it, Okay, for them, it will be really worth, because quickly they are marking, they are getting their marks, and then they are doing the correction. Okay, so this will help you improve a lot. Okay, this will help you improve a lot. Again, watch the recording. I am fast. Obviously, I'm fast in this session. So therefore, watch the recording. The slow learners watch the recording and go through it. And whenever you feel like that point is important, write it down. Maintain a book properly. Okay, or maintain some pages. I think you all will be getting about 5 papers under this. So if possible, print the papers and keep it. Okay, so do something. Now your O level starts. For science, I will be giving that tallu start. Push, 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 push. Okay, like this for all the subjects. Now your real work. Can we do more than 40 practice questions next session? Next session we'll do 40. The other 2 sessions we'll do 60-60. Little by little we'll move forward. Okay. Okay. I like your enthusiasm. I really appreciate it. We'll do more. We'll do more. But next session we'll go stick with 40, then 60 and 60. So I hope you all will put your side effort, my side effort. I'm doing my maximum for the students. I hope you all also will put your effort. And if my effort, your effort is done properly, balancedly, obviously you're going to end up with the A results. So all the best. Hope to meet you all in our next year's awards day as an award winner. Assalamu alaikum. Good night to all of you all. And one thing, inform all your friends about this paper class session.